100 watts dual Type-C and Type-A charger from Baseus. I'm gonna use a kilowatt power meter to verify its test. As usual, I have these two battery banks here from Jackery and All Powers. I'm gonna use a Type-C charging port to max out 100 watts. Let's see what happens. And we can also use the iPhone 12 and iPad and also my MacBook Pro to do some interesting tests. All right. Retractable plug. According to the user manual, the first Type-C port has the highest output at 65 watts. I happen to have a 65 watts input here, so I can test the maximum output. Combined with the second one, it features 30 watts here. So the combined total maximum is 95 watts, although it says 100 watts. So in reality, it's really a 95 watts. So let's plug it in for the first time. It consumes 0 watts, or not really noticeable. That is a good sign. So this battery bank features a Type-C input. I'm gonna connect the first Type-C port or power delivery port to this battery bank and see, let's see the output. Wow, immediately jumped to 67 watts. Let's take a closer look, 66, and here it says 64. So which is, we can say it is pretty consistent, right? With the rated 65. There is like almost 3 watts difference, but that is due to the conversion loss. And let's now plug in a Jackery. But just to establish some baseline, let's see the Jackery. 50, that's 50 watts. Here it says 61. All right, let's bring in another cable. So obviously I'm gonna plug in the highest output to the this power bank and use the other cable for the Jackery. We're at 95, 98. That is consistent with the rating from the manufacturer Baseus. Okay, it is a very good result. And look at the Jackery, it's getting 26 watts, which is, well, almost consistent with the distribution between these two ports. So this one goes to the 65 watts input from the All Powers, and the second one only takes 26 watts. So here I think it is pretty consistent with the manufacturer's rating here at 64. Supposed to be 65 max from the first port, and the second port is supposed to be 30. Now I'm getting 26 on the Jackery. And the overall total power consumption is almost 100 watts. That's 98.8, 99, okay. And now let's test the USB Type-A ports. Again, according to the user's manual, again, according to the specification, these combined output is about 18 watts max and maybe 15 watts when you're using the other two USB Type-C port. So how about we charge a iPad 11 from the second USB port. And let me unplug this guy from the battery bank. Now we are at, looks like it reset a little bit, 15 watts. Does it make a difference if I use the first port? Let's just unplug so it's a bit clearer to see from an iPad. So the first port, which is the most powerful, which can do 65 watts. Okay, it's doing 18.2 watts, 15. $16, $17, $20. I believe the iPad may take in as much as 30 watts. 24, 25, it is still going up. 26, 27, 30. Now we're at 31. So due to the conversion loss, I believe the power that goes into the iPad is about 30 watts. So that is correct. Now this is why I recommend you guys use the Type-C to Lightning cable to charge the iPhone 12 or 11 or 10. It will take in 18 watts compared to the traditional Type-C cable. And pay attention to the reading here. It will reach 18 watts shortly, yeah. And the state of charge of the iPhone is around 52%. It's at 18 watts now. Compared to the traditional USB Type-A, it's going to be around 10 watts. So it is significantly faster to charge the iPhone using the USB Type-C port. 14.7, not bad. I guess I was wrong, right? But it is more optimum to use the Type-C port. And by the way, it is really the heat that damages the battery and not really the charging speed. The charging speed may increase the heat build up here. So just make sure your area is well ventilated to avoid high temperature around your electronics, and you're all good. It's okay to use a fast charger like this. And it charges MacBook Pro, of course. So I recommend that you just use the first power delivery port whenever possible. If you're only charging one device, I'm at 100%. It's not the best test case, but really, shows you that it's not going to charge it at full speed if your laptop is almost full. 20 watts when trying to trickle charge. I hope you find this review helpful. Thank you very much for watching.